Greetings, and welcome to Eminent Reflection. What is the value of science fiction, aside from entertainment? Well, it encourages people to think more deeply, and also gives them some intriguing things to think about. For the consideration of those who would like to understand better, and of course for those who haven't seen it, I recommend the television series Stargate SG-1, which spanned 10 seasons in the decade from 1997 to 2007. For the purpose of review, I'll share a clip with you here, just over 5 minutes long, of one of 22 episodes from Season 5, specifically starting about 25 minutes into Episode 2 from July 6th, 2001, entitled Threshold, where in a flashback to something I think is supposed to be before the series even started, faith in a false god is questioned. Observe.
The battle did not go well. Ross warriors were in far greater numbers than we believed.
You were given a battalion.
Ross sent his gliders down upon us. We were flanked, bombarded from the sky. There was no choice but to retreat.
Shakrivula.
It was the only way to save my men.
And yourself.
No! I intend to return, and with greater numbers, I will drive Ross warriors from their foothold. Please, tell him I am no coward. And if given the chance, I will yet prevail. I swear it.
Go to our sleeping quarters. Wait for me there.
Sorry I won't be able to show as much of that as I'd like to. It is intended as fair use, but in my first version of this video, the copyright owner didn't think it qualified, and fair use is a gray area, so hopefully they'll be okay with this version of it. The episode is worth watching. I hope you'll watch the full episode. As a matter of fact, I'd recommend watching the entire SG-1 series. But yeah, I have to show less of it than I would have liked to in order to hopefully get them to be okay with this.
You may take solace for what you're about to do, Teal'c. I should have died on this battlefield. Please tell Apophis I died well, honoring his name.
Rise. There's a small village 2 or 3 days walk south of the city. You may find shelter. Do not allow yourself to be captured by either side.
Teal'c, you cannot do this. Even from me, he will know.
We shall see.
I am more willing to face my punishment than to live knowing what Apophis will do to you. For your sake, you must.
Go now and never show your face again.
He is a god, Teal'c. Know that you have spared me.
We shall see.
Notice that after having twice asked Teal'c to deliver a message to the god Apophis on his behalf, Valar then seems to indicate that he thinks Apophis will know that Teal'c has decided to do something their supposed God wouldn't approve of. Now, Teal'c has no reason to think that this God doesn't exist in his reality because he's spoken with him face to face. But exactly what is the nature of that God? While, of course, this is science fiction, and it's unlikely that you personally know anyone who believes either the god Ra or the god Apophis to be real, let alone actually all-knowing and real, you probably do know at least someone who believes in some even more unrealistic god, at least as unquestionably as depicted here in that clip. Would their supposedly real God actually know if they were to question that belief? Would a real God be any more reluctant to show itself than the false God depicted in this work of fiction, to give both believers and unbelievers some real evidence that it at least exists? It's good to ask such questions. It's good to ask all kinds of questions, to think more deeply about things. Sci-fi at its best encourages questions to be considered and asked. Stargate SG-1 serves that purpose well. And it is entertaining, so I recommend it. Thanks for watching.